Now, with the rest of the morning's top stories, let's turn to Ann Curry at the news desk. Ann, good morning.
Good morning to you, Katie and Matt. Good morning, everybody. Turning to other news of this morning, increased security in San Francisco at the Golden Gate Bridge after 3 suspected al-Qaeda terrorists were arrested in Spain with videos of the bridge and other landmarks. The videos focused on bridge supports, according to Spanish officials. Also found in the suspects' apartments were videos of New York's Statue of Liberty, the Brooklyn Bridge, and the Sears Tower in Chicago. The president's plan to create a Department of Homeland Security is the subject of congressional hearings again today, and at the same time, another administration plan enlisting Americans to report suspicious activity is being criticized as a potential threat to civil liberties. NBC's Pete Williams has details now.
Part of a citizen corps announced by President Bush, it's called Operation TIPS, still in the planning stages, but intended to be, as a government website says, a national system for concerned workers to report suspicious activity. Truck drivers, letter carriers, utility workers, train conductors, and ship captains, the government says, all urged to report any potential terrorist activity they see. The Teamsters president got on board last month.
We have 500,000 truck drivers on the road at any one time. And these people can be the eyes and ears of the Homeland Security Office.
But for now, the Postal Service says its carriers won't be part of the program until it's more fully explained. And the ACLU worries that Operation TIPS could develop a network of informants snooping on people at home.
What are they going to do with this information? How is it going to be distributed? Is it going to be put into some sort of file? How might this information come back to harm you later on in ways you don't even know?
But the Justice Department says it's not seeking information from inside the home and is simply asking those who are out in public to pass on anything that strikes them as suspicious. Pete Williams, NBC News, Washington.
6 proposals for the redevelopment of the World Trade Center site were unveiled on Tuesday. All call for several office buildings and as much as 10 acres for a memorial to the victims of 9/11. Officials say that the proposals are, quote, works in progress, and that they hope to decide on a plan by December. Defiant words today from Iraqi President Saddam Hussein. In a televised speech, he said the U.S. and its allies will not be able to topple his government. And he said Iraqis are prepared to defend their country against any military assault. There is mounting speculation that the U.S. might try to oust Saddam from power. A New York City police officer was convicted of perjury Tuesday in the Abner Louima torture case. But after 6 days of deliberations, the jury deadlocked on 3 more serious charges against Charles Schwartz. And that means a mistrial on those charges. Prosecutors say they're ready to put him on trial again. Officials in the Bahamas say the pilot of the plane that crashed last year, killing the singer Aaliyah and 8 other people, had traces of cocaine and alcohol in his body. The autopsy findings were released Tuesday for the first time. Investigators don't know if the substances were factors in the crash. Overseas markets were higher during the night following Tuesday's 166-point drop on Wall Street. Prices were up about 0.5% in Tokyo and were higher in early trading in London. But at Intel, the chips are down. On Tuesday, the semiconductor giant announced disappointing second-quarter earnings because of sluggish demand for computer chips. Intel plans to cut 4,000 jobs, about 5% of its workforce. You're up to date at 7:07. Let's now turn back to Katie, Matt now.
All right, Ann, thanks so much.
Mitchell Crooks, the man who videotaped a controversial arrest in California, remains behind bars today. Tuesday, Crooks pleaded not guilty to a probation violation for failing to serve a 1999 jail sentence. Well, earlier this month, Crooks videotaped police slamming a black teenager onto a police car hood and punching him. That's when authorities say they discovered the outstanding warrant for Crooks' arrest. Crooks says he was arrested in retaliation for shooting the video. Some important health news now for women. Today, the National Cancer Institute reports that women who take estrogen-only replacement therapy after menopause are at increased risk for ovarian cancer. And the longer you take it, the higher your risk. The study finds that women who took estrogen at least 20 years are at a 220% higher risk of ovarian cancer than non-users. Researchers followed 44,000 women for about 2 decades to find those results. It is now 8:04. Let's turn now back to Matt and Katie.